Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Amrit Purandare. In this tutorial, we are going to see the dependency inversion principle, which is the fifth and the last principle from the five solid principle. In previous tutorials, we have already seen the four solid principles. If you guys have not checked those videos, please go ahead and check. I will provide the link into the description. Now let's get started with the dependency inversion principle. From the definition perspective, it says high level modules should not depend on low level modules. They both should depend on the abstraction. Here, modules refers to either classes or the entire libraries that you guys are creating. There is one more definition for the dependency inversion which says abstraction should not depend upon the details. Details should depend upon abstraction. Now we will go ahead and understand this in a simple terms. It says our high level modules, that is classes or the libraries, they should rely on abstraction or on abstract interfaces representing lower level modules. It also says we should depend upon abstraction instead of depending upon details. Okay, so this is the exact meaning of the dependency inversion principle, wherein it clearly emphasizes us on the abstraction part. Okay, so now we will go ahead and see how the dependencies were organized in a traditional system, so that we will have a clear picture or the comparison with the dependency inversion approach. In traditional system, we had a stack of modules, or we had the layered dependency structures, wherein topmost module was dependent on the module next to it, and this goes on. So it was a top down dependency structure, and this was a tight coupling. So whenever code in one module changes, it will reflect the changes into other modules. So this was how we were developing a code in a traditional or a procedural oriented system. So when we jump into the object oriented approach, we should go ahead with the dependency inversion principle, wherein we have the higher level modules and the lower level modules. They both depends on the one layer which we call a dependency layer, wherein we have the abstract interfaces. Okay, and the high level modules, they depends on abstract interfaces. Our low level modules extends those interfaces, and the abstract interface layer that defines the services either provided by or the required by the provided by the lower level models or the required by the high level models. And when the high level module invokes the abstract interfaces, the required task is actually serviced by the lower level models. This way, both of these depends on the abstract layer, but they are not aware about each other. I mean, when we call something in high level models, it is unaware that who is providing me the implementation. That's where the abstraction comes into the picture. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see some code that violates this principle. As part of a demo, I'm going to create a demo of a software project wherein we will have the backend developer and front-end developer as our low-level modules, wherein and they will have their respective behaviors. Like backend developer will have the right Java code, and front-end developer will have the right JavaScript code methods. From our demo perspective, we will have a project class which will holds the object of the lower level modules, and which will call the behaviors when we have to implement the project. Now if we closely look at this example, we will see the project class, which is our high level module. It is directly dependent on the backend and front end developers, and which is violating the first part of a dependency inversion principle, which says high level modules should not depend on the low level modules. Also, the write Java and write JavaScript methods, these are the details from our project perspective, and we are directly exposing them, which is violating the second part of the dependency inversion principle, which says details should depend upon abstraction. So this is the clear violation of the dependency inversion principle. Now the question arises how we can fix this. So we will take the help of interfaces to create the abstract layer. So as per the definition, the abstract layer should provide the services required by higher level modules or the provided by the lower level modules. In our case, the lower level modules, that is front end developer and back end developer, provide the service of a code development. So we will have the method develop inside our abstract interface, and both our backend developer and front end developer, they will implement this develop method and they will call their behaviors or their details from this method. In our backend developer case, it will call the write Java. In our front end developer case, it will call the write JavaScript class. And from our project class perspective, which is our higher level modules, it will have the list of developers, okay, and it depends on our abstract interfaces developer. And the lower level classes, they are already extending it. When the project class invokes the implement method, it will invoke the service provided by the lower level modules, that is develop. And when we call a develop inside a project, okay, this task is actually catered by the lower level modules, either front end developer or back end developers. And in this case, we are not exposing the details, that is implementation details of lower level modules are also not exposed. This way we are clearly following the dependency inversion principle, and this is the good design wherein we are not violating the dependency inversion principle. From the benefit perspective of the dependency inversion principle, the biggest benefit here is the loose coupling. As with the dependency inversion principle, we are bringing the abstraction layer between the high level modules and the low level modules. That is, high level modules we can consider as our user interface layer, low level modules we can consider as our backend, maybe a business layer, and we are providing the abstract layer. So they both are unaware about each other. So there is a loose coupling between modules, which is beneficial for maintaining and extending the overall software project. So that's it for these tutorials. If you guys have any questions regarding this, please post it into comment. I will answer them. And with this, we are at the end of the solid principles series. Thank you guys for watching the series. If you guys liked my tutorials, please subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button. Thank you.